Hello children, welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn another new topic, that is of procedural writing. So here we need to write this procedural writing to know something that we are going to do earlier in a sequence order. So that first let us know how to write the procedural writing. A procedure means a step-by-step organized way of doing something. So here a procedural writing refers to writing a series of precise sequence steps that explain to the reader how to do something. For example, a science experiment. Below is the graphic organizer used to write a procedure or how to make 2 cups of tea. For example, now you are in a situation to make a cup of coffee. So you doesn't know what you have to do, isn't it? So first what you will do, you need to ask your parent what are the things you have to do, what you have to follow, and what are the things needed for it. So you will be taking notes about it, right? So here you can see, so first what is your purpose? So to make 2 cup of tea. So that is the main purpose for you, and then you will be writing what are the materials required for that. So you all know, to make a coffee what you will need: milk, the coffee powder, sugar, like that. Here they have written for tea what are the things they needed: water, milk, tea leaves, sugar, ginger, vessels, strainer, stove, and cups. So these are the materials we needed. We have to just take it as a note. So first purpose is of that you are ready to make a cup of coffee or maybe whatever else. So then you have to write what are the materials regarding that. Then you have to write these steps. You'll be asking with your parents how to make a cup of coffee, right? So you will be writing those steps. So first what you have to do, you have to pour them. I'm telling the example, it's not in the book. So for example, to prepare a coffee, what you will do, you will take a vessel, you'll pour the milk inside, and you can pour little amount of water to it and make it to boil. And before that, making to boil, how will you make? So you need to switch on the stove, isn't it? Then you have to place that milk with a milk vessel on the stove, and you have to make it to boil. So after boiling, what will happen? You have to take it from the stove, and then you have to put some coffee powder and sugar to it, and you have to pour it in certain cups, and you have to serve it. So this is the procedure to make the coffee, isn't it? Same like that here. How to make a tea, they have given the procedure here. So you will be asking this from your parent. Then after taking the notes how to make the tea or coffee, we'll be making the procedure writing. So here, while writing a procedure, provide an instruction to explain the purpose of the procedure and the conclusion. So ensure that you use sequence words such as first, next, and then, as highlighted below in blue. So here you can see. So first, then, while, next, after that, finally. So it will continue like this, isn't it? So first what you have to do is the presentation heading. So for example, how to make biryani. So you people love to eat biryani. No one hate biryani, isn't it? So many of them, according to your taste, you will like chicken biryani, mutton biryani, beef biryani, mushroom biryani, vegetable biryani, and egg biryani, and kuska is of plain biryani, we tell it as, isn't it? So there are so many procedures to make a biryani. So before that, before making the biryani, what you will do, you will ask what is the purpose and what are the materials needed, and you will ask the first steps from your neighbors or from your parent, isn't it? So now you are going to write the procedural writing, how to make a mutton biryani. So the thing, for example, in the online videos and all you have seen, so how the heading itself, it will come like how to make a mutton biryani. So then what they'll ask, they'll give some introduction. So here, I love to eat biryani because it will be very tasty and it will makes my tongue to sweat, right? So these are the things you can write it as an introduction. So just 2 or 3 lines to give introduction about that biryani, so that the people who are watching or people who are reading it will be able to grasp your thing, right? Then the next follow up is of materials needed. So here you have written what are the things you have written here, what are the things needed you have written here. You will be writing with the measurements, like 1 cup of rice means you will be taking 2 cup of water. Then you will be adding all the spices, so you will be mentioning all the spices, 4 cloves and 4 cardamom, cinnamon. Then like that you will be writing down all the materials that was needed for the biryani. So you will be writing like this, and it should be pointed like full stops. Can you see that? Bullet method. So you should follow in the bullet method, and you have to write the directions. That means how to make a biryani. So first what you will do, first you will take a vessel and you will place it on the stove, and you will switch on the stove. So after getting heat, what you will do, you'll pour some oil in it, and after that you'll put onion, tomato, and some all the spices over it, and what are the things needed like mutton or chicken, whatever else, and you'll be mixing everything, right? After that to make it cook, so we'll be adding the rice to it, isn't it? So the process goes like this. So first what you're doing, it should be mentioned as first, then, while, next, after that, finally. So like this you have to present your direction how to make a biryani. Then at last you have to conclude it. How you will conclude? For example, if you have seen the videos in the, most of them have seen the videos in the YouTube, right? So how they'll conclude it, so they'll just serve that biryani in a plate, they'll decorate it, and they'll show you, so now it's ready to eat it, right? So like that they'll conclude it, isn't it? Tasty biryani was ready. So here same like that, you have to give the heading and some introduction part and the materials needed with the measurements, and how to make it with the sequence order, like first, then, while, next, after that, finally, like that you have written. So after making this, you have to give the conclusion for that. So this is the procedure of writing, procedural writing. Did you get me? So before that, we doesn't know how to make a cup of coffee. So the purpose is of, you have to write whatever it is. For example, to make a cake or to make a coffee or to make a biryani, you may know so many eatables, right? So you can take one purpose, and what are the materials needed, you can ask from your parents, and you can write the steps as your mother says. You can take the steps over there. With these steps, with this purpose, with this material required, you have to make the procedural writing like this, with the heading, with the introduction, with the materials needed, and you have to write the direction in the sequence order, right? First, then, while, next, after that, finally, and you have to conclude that particular procedural writing. So this is the another one. So today's homework is of, you can take whatever you want. If you so each one have its own taste, isn't it? Some may like sweet, some may like hot things, some may like sour things. So that is up to you. Okay, so you can take a topic which you like to cook in your life. So ask from your parent, or ask from your mother, or ask from your neighbors, and you make it as a purpose, material required, and steps, and then you can make it as a procedural writing, like with the heading, with the introduction, with the materials needed, and with the direction, and with the conclusion, and it should end with the conclusion. Okay, so these are the steps you need to follow while writing the procedural writing. The next thing we are going to learn about is of note taking. So for example, for what purpose we are taking the notes? For example, if you are, while I was taking online class or whatever else inside the classroom, when you are sitting, means when the teacher says something, what you will do, you'll just take a pencil and you will note it in the rough note, isn't it? Why? So while you're studying or while you're reading it, you can get into it and you can be very thorough with that particular topic, isn't it? Same like that. Your note taking is an essential skill that helps us organize information and to understand the text well. So an effective way to take notes is to use the box and bullet method. So let us see how to make notes for the first paragraph from Fire, Friend and Foe on page 114 for honeycomb. So already we have read this content, honeycomb. So we all know that the content is about the fire, isn't it? So here what you have to follow is, there are 5 steps to follow. So how many steps? 5 steps. So to make it clear how to take a note taking is of, first there in the content you can see so many paragraphs, isn't it? So just pick up one paragraph. So first what you have to do, read that particular paragraph and you have to write what it is there in the paragraph. So here you can see, early man didn't know what fire was, but he must have seen the damage it could cause. So fire was powerful and dangerous and he was frightened. So this is the paragraph. So you have just read it, right? So next again what you have to do, you have to read that same paragraph again and you have to ask yourself, what you will ask, what it is mostly about, and this is the main idea of the paragraph. So you have to find it out. What is the main thing given in that particular paragraph, and you have to find out the main idea of that paragraph. So from this we come to know that early men didn't understand much about the fire, so they were frightened about it, isn't it? So here you can see early men didn't understand much about fire, so which is why he was afraid of it. So this is the given. So now you come to know what is given in the paragraph. So we have seen 2 steps. First step is you need to read the paragraph, that is of certain one paragraph, and you have to read it again and you have to find it out what is given, the main idea in that particular paragraph. This is the second step. Then what is the third step? You need to write the main idea. So you have found the main idea from the paragraph now. So you have to write that particular main idea in a box. Can you see? So early men didn't know what fire was, so they were frightened. So that you have to note it in a box. Then what you have to do, so you have written a main idea in a box, no? So then the next step is to find the supporting details for that related main idea. So here we have given early men didn't know what fire was, so they were frightened by it. It was given, no? So this is the main idea of the paragraph. So what you have to do, you need to find out the supporting details for that particular topic. So here you can see, look for supporting details in the text. Select only important information. No need to write all the things blah blah blah. Just you need to find it out the important information that connects to the main idea. So it should connect the main idea. So saw the damages fire could cause volcanoes, lightning. So fire was powerful and dangerous. Early man was frightened by it. So here we come to know the important points related to the main idea. So these are the supporting details we have found in that particular paragraph itself, which we read. Okay. Then the fifth point is of what you have to do. We have found all these 3 supporting details now. So we need to write the main idea first in a box, and you have to write the supporting details below with the bullet methods. So bullet methods means it should start with the point. Did you get me? So now can you repeat it again with me? So what are the 5 steps you need to follow? So you need to take one paragraph. You need to take one paragraph from the content, and you have to read that particular paragraph first, and you need to read the paragraph again. You need to ask yourself that what is the main idea of the paragraph, and you have to write down the main idea in a box. You have find it now. You have to write it in the main idea in the box, and related to it you have to find the supporting details, which is very important to it. Okay, then whichever you have find that important details should be written below the main idea in the bulletin board. Did you get me? So these are the 5 steps that we have to follow to take notes. So why we are taking these notes? Because when we use these steps to learn easier, means each and every paragraph will be very easy to learn in this method. So use the steps given above to find the main idea for different paragraphs of a text. These notes can help you summarize any type of text and make revision easier. So we can use this method for taking notes in any subject. So you people can also make notes to make your paragraph learn easier. So I hope today's homework I'll post it in the group. So kindly do it and send it to me. I hope that you all understand the lesson. So thank you, my dear children.